you know that Twitter troll, BTUnderdog, whatever the hell he calls himself? Well, once again, he shot his mouth off. For those who don't know, Vic recently participated at Vic Mignogna was recently asked to give a testimony at a church in Texas. Now, initially, there was a screw-up by the ministers saying that they weren't going to invite, that one of their announcements was that they canceled Vic. However, they openly admitted that they screwed up and re-invited him. He accepted, and the sermon went off pretty well. It's on the church's Facebook page if you want to go check it out. That being said, though, BT continues to run his mouth, calling Vic a pedophile, a sex pest, believing every lie Monica has thrown at Monica, Jamie, Sabat, Toye, Schemmel, and all the rest of the Kick Vic lunatics have thrown at him. And personally, BT, you're the kind of person that makes me sick. You believe every bit of bullshit that the media and your idols throw at you. And make it fact. You're such a damn zealot. Why don't you do the world a favor and shut up before someone decides to stick their foot in your mouth and close it once and for all? Because all you're doing with these posts mocking Vic is sticking your own foot in your mouth and making you look like, show people how much of a rotten to the core jackass you are. And you know what? I'm wondering if you're the one who's the racist. Yeah, I know this is something that's not taught in schools, but racism, whether minority races, whether they be blacks, Asians, Latinos, etc., want to admit or not, racism is a two-way street. Now, it's bad enough when a white person calls a minority a slur and comes off as a bigot. I'll admit that. But arguably what they don't teach you in schools is that minority races can be just as bad at being racist, if not even worse, than the majority race. I mean, we're seeing this play out. In my opinion, we've been seeing it play out more so over the past 20 or so years. 20 to 40 years. And it's led to the spread of cancel culture against Caucasian individuals. I mean, yeah, there are some black Africans, Asians, Latinos, and Arabs who get thrown under the bus, but the majority of those who get hit with the cancel culture brick are Caucasians. How no one has even seen this truth over the past several decades is beyond me. I mean, yes, racism is bad. But that said, both sides of the coin need to be taught. And I don't mean racism has a good and a bad to it. I mean, both sides of a bad coin need to be taught. Racism committed by the majority and racism committed by the minority. But back to BT. He really needs to learn to shut up before someone decides to lynch his ass. Ideals give way too easily to dogma, and dogma becomes fanaticism. And BT is the ultimate example of a fanatic. And who can't stop flapping his gums. I mean, even LJ Montello has learned to shut up over the past several months. We don't hear much from her anymore, so now he's decided to pick up her torch on Twitter and continue to sling mud at Vic. And the reason Montello's not heard much anymore is because everyone knows she's a bipolar, paranoid schizophrenic. So no one takes her seriously anymore. And most of her mudslingings are coming up dry. So, BT, why don't you do the world a favor and shut the hell up? I stand with Vic now, then, and forever. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Goodbye, good night, bang.